Good morning, everybody. Welcome to London Station. The Cadence Chronicles. I've decided to call this Astroprisma campaign. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I know we do this early. That's just the way it is. We do it early. We get after it. It's a hair down kind of day because it allowed me to, so every now and then. Anyhow, let's see. I got to set this up. Click some buttons. A lot of you here today. Glad to have you. Welcome in. We're just going to vibe for a little bit. We're going to sing a song, which I pitched down because, as you can tell, I'm still sick. That's 2 weeks of being sick in a 1-month endeavor. I've been sick running this channel as much as I've been well. In other news, this is the first day of the second month of us doing this together. And I think that's pretty remarkable. The first month was February, so it was a little short. But, technically, this is day 1 of week 5. Hair down, stare down. That's right. If Cadence can wear her hair down, so can I. I should have got that art piece ready so I could splash it on the screen. But you guys saw the thumbnail. And if you're in the London Station Discord, you've seen the full res. And if you're on Blue Sky, you've seen it too. Alejandra did the most incredible thing, and not only did a bunch of sketch work last Sunday, which, by the way, we streamed this on Saturday. She goes off and does sketch work on Sunday, and then by Monday she has a completely finished piece of a scene that we played on Saturday. Remarkable. In other news, you'll see that the reagent donor box looks different, and that's because Thaddeus swooped in last night, 9 hours ago, because I could see everything, Thaddeus. And so I found out I can do this. I don't think it replays the text-to-speech, but we'll find out. Bam. It does not. So what he wrote was, I won't be able to tip while at work, so I'll do it now. I'm really enjoying everything you have done in just 1 month. That hit me. So this is investing in the space you are creating. Looking forward to more awesome insights on London Station. Thank you, Thaddeus. You're a champion of the people and gaming and everything that's good and right in the world. Her workflow is insane. Absolutely. Right on, Pepper. Well, this one will be here for you. And again, we'll start with a brief little recap. When I ended last week's, I said I was going to do a bunch of scene work behind the scenes, and that didn't happen. So we're going to start doing that today. So you'll get a little bit of recap and actually filling in everything I didn't do last week. But we'll get on the move here. What else do I need to say before we get into the song? To warm up and get ready, I don't think there's anything. The question is, am I going to remember the note I chose to start on? Because I can sing this song in its original pitch when I'm not sick. And I found out today I can also take it down an entire octave, which really changes the energy. And then I kind of was just like, I found the note to kick it off in the middle, which is a nice happy medium. So we're going to give it a shot. I think that's it. I think that's it. We love Thaddeus. All my homies love Thaddeus. Thaddeus is a real one. This is In Your Light by Gautier. The dude that did Somebody I Used to Know, that people think is a one-hit wonder, which is slander, because that whole album frickin' slaps, and you should do yourself a service and listen to the entire album, Making Mirrors by Gautier. Not a one-hit wonder. How dare anybody say that? Get up in the morning, I can't keep it in. I'm falling all over myself and I could jump out of my skin. Wanna break the door down just to greet the day, 'cause there ain't nothing that's more certain to keep my blues away. And I say, la la hey, and I say, la la hey. And it can settle the sadness and the voices in my head. When I'm in the glow of the warmth you throw, I can put all that to bed. In your light just when I'm in your light. In your light just when I'm in your light. In your light just when I'm in your light. In your light just when I'm in your light. In your light just when I'm in your light. And I won't get by if you take that light away. And when you're smiling, smiling on me, that is all I need to put behind me all my worries and life's complexities. It may be only a moment, but the world just falls away, and I forget myself and everything else that depressed me yesterday, and I can sing la la hey, and I sing la la hey. When I'm in your light, all of this is clear. If only I could always be just as I am right here. When I'm in your light, just when I'm in your light. And I won't get by if you take that light away. When I'm in your light, nothing brings me down. If only I could always feel just as I do right now. When I'm in your light, just when I'm in your light. And I won't get by if you take that light away. No, I won't get by if you take that light away. No, I won't get by if you take that light away. There you have it. Another song for the books. That was not the note that I practiced on, because the note I practiced on, I had to go to falsetto in the end, and this time I did not. So, well, I don't know. Yeah, you get what you get. You get what you get around here. And we just go on from there. Okay, let me pull up all the things. There's so many things to pull up. We got character sheets, we got star maps, we got to switch on over to this screen. And I really need to fix this camera angle, because either I'm slouching miserably. Yep, that's it. Never mind, I'm just slouching. Just slouching. Sorry if this microphone makes some horrible noises while I adjust it. I'll try to not slouch. And let's get the old jukebox going, starting with the main theme song for Astroprisma. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Astroprisma. I am going to actually hold your thoughts here 1 second. I can do this, I can do this. Oh, that's so low res. Why? Why would you do this to me? Well, we'll risk it. Maybe? Maybe? Do what I want? You didn't do what I want. There we go. We'll have that up for right now. We don't need the map just yet. There's that art from Alejandra Pinal. Fantastic. Fantastic person. How's music? Too loud? It's pretty loud on my end for the monitoring, so I'll just kill that a little bit, and we will get into it. Now, I immediately realized that I actually do need the... There! I do need the map to explain what we did last time. So, here we are. If you want a recap of everything before last week's session, so that would be the first and second episode recap, I did do that at the beginning of the third episode, and if I was smart, I would have been doing 5-minute recaps as separate videos this whole time, and I might do that after we wrap up today. But I haven't done that. So this is just going to cover where we were last episode. And we were down here. We started out here on Icarus. You may recall, you don't think you have music, because once again, I am a silly person. No, you should have music. Is it just too quiet? Oh, you know what it did? Do you have music now? Let me know if you have music. You should. I didn't realize it would change the window on me for my source. Anyhow, we were down here on Icarus. Hey, Thaddeus. Good to see you. I shouted you out earlier. Thank you again for your support. I really appreciate it. Oh. I didn't update my tip stuff on the screen anyway. Anyway, ignore that tip goal. That's not real. We were down here on Icarus, and we had just found this destroyed city and kind of got the sense that it had something to do with WARG, and so we came back over into this sector. We called up Pearl on the comms, which is literally this scene right here. This art is this scene. You still don't hear the music? I'm seeing it on the source. This makes me unhappy. Is it trying to do something else? I want the music. I do. I really want it. Might just be too quiet. I'm going to go up pretty high with it. Let me know if bad things happen. I'll stay tuned. Let me know. Anyway, we came down here, and this scene that Alejandra drew for us is Cadence on the right calling Pearl, who's in the screen there, and having a kind of frank conversation about... Cadence is trying to figure out why Pearl is so, like, vengeful, and, like, she's trying to help her, like, get past it for no reason other than, you know, that's what good people do. No other reason whatsoever. You do hear it now. Okay. I wonder... Anyway, it's resolved. It was just too quiet because I had it down on the mixer. She wants to know what her deal is, basically, and she's like, "Hey, so like, you have anything to do with this like abandoned, derelict city on Icarus?" And Pearl's like, "Yeah, I had family there, and yes, I've lost people, and also." Pearl is very convinced that this was an intentional like attack that the ISF, the Intersolar Federation, perpetuated on that city, and then they tried to like be like, oh no, it's just because it wasn't a strategic trade route, so we just couldn't continue to support it. And she's like, that's bullshit. It was a targeted attack, and we don't know in game yet if that's true or not. We did roll on an oracle earlier to see if that were the case, but we can interpret the oracle in a couple of different ways. Whether we say that that's just the prevailing opinions or whatever. So one thing we can do for Pearl is if we find any information confirming or alleviating her beliefs, that will get us an affinity point with her. And we want affinity points with Pearl because then she can join the crew, and she's an engineer, and that could be very handy. And we just to be an engineer, though, we don't. That's all we're after, right? Absolutely no tension going on there. So, having done that, we flew back up and around. We went back to this hex, and we found a radio signal, and I actually genuinely don't remember what that radio signal was. Oh, it pointed us to that nuclear moon. That's what it was. So we got an old radio signal that was like decades old, just floating out in the void, and it pointed us over here to this little moon called Omicron Omen. And here we found there's like toxic swamps and creatures crawling out of it and all sorts of crazy things. And just the engineering. Look, everybody needs a little maintenance. We come to Omicron Omen and we find a pristine starship. And a little bit further down the way, we find, oh, here's the crew. They all got slaughtered. They were exploring here, and yeah, it did not end well for them. So I think we got some health packs out of the deal, and we also are going to take the intel about the location of the ship and bring it back to Gemini Light, which is the WARG settlement that we were heading to last session. Alejandra, VIP. Good to see you. So we left that moon. We've got a lot more to explore in this hex if we feel like coming back to it at any point. And we came over to this area. And we found a little research zone sticking out of... Now, music, you need to cooperate with me today. You really need to. I put you on shuffle. That means you continue to play, please. Thank you. Please and thank you. Or do I have to do this weird thing? Maybe I'm just... VLC illiterate. We'll see if that did the trick. We came over here. We found an asteroid with like a research base sticking out of the side of it, and we came in and found a dossier, which makes everything legit and official, called the Atlas Project. And this was a project designed to create super soldiers for somebody. So that's interesting. And we found a bunch of equipment that we were able to hook ourselves up to and infuse our bones with titanium. So now we have titanium bones, which was a good fortuitous thing. I need to drop my mic a little too, since Windows wanted to play with it last session. That was a good thing because we immediately flew up to this cell, this hex here, and we found a wayward Corsair pirate ship called the Siren, aboard which they hold illicit fights and brawls and take bets and do all the sort of shady things that you would expect from there. So we managed to fight and win 2 out of 3 rounds. Got quite a bit of rewards from it and set us up to have some very interesting scenes with some very colorful characters. And so we're going to revisit that because you missed this, Alejandra, but I did not do any of my homework to write those scenes over the week like I said I would. I had an interesting week. So we did mechanically resolve ourselves flying up into Gemini Field. So officially this is where we are, but we do need to go and backfill the scene from us finding the Super Soldier Lab and getting ourselves some titanium bones, and then coming up here and then fighting some dudes. Yeah. So we'll say goodbye to this beautiful art for now. We'll bring it back up whenever we want some vibes. So I have some writing to do. Okay, sorry. I just spaced out because I was like, is the music still playing? I really want the music to just do what I want for a change. Unlike last stream where I had it loop the same song for the last hour and a half. So, here we are in our very visually appealing large spreadsheet, which is where we're tracking this stuff. Because you use what you know. So let's go back here where I wrote, prompt to be written later, but your girl's got metal bones now. So, very good. If you're new to this series or how we handle doing this solo RPG type thing, when I go in to write a scene, I basically just go quiet. I write for a while. And then when I'm done, I read it to you. And then we move on. So that's why the music is so important. So I'm going to do that real quick, and then I'll be back when I've got something worth reading. All right, cool. I think this is a fun scene. Following our discovery of the tragedy on Omicron Omen, we continue to make our way in the direction of Gemini Light, still unsure of what really awaits us there. There's a cluster of debris, a handful of asteroids that must have been ejected from a nearby belt. Not odd. What is odd is the fortified concrete building standing out from the side of the largest asteroid. You'd look right over it if you didn't have sensors telling you it was there. The place is completely locked down, but it's nothing that a well-placed frag grenade can't solve. I let the dust and smoke clear from the low-gravity air, don't want it clogging up my ventilator, before entering. By the dim, hazy light of my flashlight, I find the interior shockingly intact. There's a dossier here for something called the Atlas Project, and it's immediately clear. This was a hidden base for the creation of cyborg super soldiers, and it looks like with a little energy injection, it might even still work. You'd think this would be the sort of snap decision anyone would make. Modifications aren't even remotely uncommon after all, but it gives me pause. Everybody asks themselves this question at some point. Who am I, if what I am could be replaced, modified, upgraded? There's books on this sort of thing. I've read them all. And yet, there's no denying the danger of simply living these days. If a rogue piece of shrapnel doesn't shred your ship on a sector flight, you might just run into the wrong guy on a dismal street in the settlements and find your guts full of lead. And after all, it's like they say, titanium's a girl's best friend. That was fun. That one was fun. Boom, now we have more scenes. So, again, we flew out from hooking ourselves up with titanium bones, and we got into some cage matches, basically, on this ship. Yeah. I'm just catching up with all your guys' chat, too. Fun. Good weekend stuff going on. So we're over here now, and we fought... what did we fight? It's just kind of a normal bandit guy, and then we fought a bounty hunter that we found out was named Flare. And as we rolled up Flare, we found out that Flare is a very sociable individual. They carry a VR headset around with them at all times because they're basically like, they're a bounty hunter, but like they like to game and get into the cybersphere and whatever. They have a keyword of control, and so we are going to have a scene with Flare. And because I'm actively writing this and you guys are actively in chat, you may feel free to offer suggestions or kind of see where this is going to go. My headspace for this scene is just picturing them sitting at the bar on the Siren and just kind of like going over their fight and just kind of talking shop. And who knows where that conversation might lead. Flare is a androgynous individual. That means they could be non-binary. It means they could just not necessarily match traditional gender expression, but there is some leeway there that we could play with if you guys have ideas. And yeah, so I will again, once more, go into writing mode. I wonder if I could probably just go highlight that same one I did before. Shabam. Cool. And we'll do it again. We'll run it back. And this is not... I think this is actually a good song for this place. So we'll play that song. Yeah, we can't always ask the dice. I didn't even get the dice out today. We should probably do that at some point. There, dice are out. Oh, man. All right. Ugh. Here we go. Here's the scene with Flare. Following our skirmish, I catch the eye of Flare, or they catch my eye, one or the other. They're sitting at the bar, drinking a luminous neon green concoction, and wave me over. Crazy place, I say. They smirk. If this is a crazy place to you, then you need to get out more, they joke. Drink? I nod, and they flag the keeper. A second neon green drink, glowing and sparkling, hits the bar top in front of me. What's crazier than this, I ask, and sip at the drink through a straw made entirely of glass. It buzzes and makes my tongue feel funny, but I like it. I'm also coming off of being shot a few times, so it's nice to have something to take my mind off the ache. The sphere, Flare responds. People think it's all gaming and wandering the dead, echoing halls of our past, but it's more than that. It's all of humanity's creation and creativity, unbound. Have you ever paraglided over the rim of a nuclear caldera? They ask, and I have to chuckle at the image. No, I don't think I've done that. Para what? Glided. Not the sort of thing you see anymore, but if you know where to look, you can do all sorts of things. Flare leans in close, and I feel my cheeks redden. A hollow chip materializes between their fingers, and they hold it out to me. Look me up sometime, they say. I'd love to show you around. I accept the chip delicately and slide it into one of my jacket pockets. I might just do that, I say. God, space makes me a thirsty bitch. That was fun. We got one more scene to do. And also, we also need to document some of Flare's stuff. We can do this. Put Cadence back on screen. And I want to come over here. Listen, hey, you can't call me out like that. You can't do it. Oh, you were calling Cadence out. Whoops. Whoops. Just implicated myself there. Anyway, we'll ignore that. Oh, sorry. One day I won't be sick anymore. One day. Let's see. I need to come over here, and I need to put Flare into the love interest world. Sorry, the NPC tracker. Got that messed up. Flare. Non-binary. Bounty hunter / VR gamer / I don't know what else. / flirt. Why not? I'll say loosely associated with Corsair. They probably take jobs from everybody, but they probably get their supplies and equipment and everything from Corsair. Location, last seen on Siren, Corsair, boxing in quotation marks, ship, and affinity, I guess would be a 0 out of 3. We haven't actually done anything for Flare yet, but we are going to roll quickly to see what they might be interested in accomplishing in their life. So I'm going to the NPC requests table. And I'm trying to find my other D10. Where did you go? There it is. And there it goes, skittering across the floor. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. Result is 62. That's going to give us... What does Flare want? Oh. Oh, guys. Oh, guys. Flare wants transport to a research station. They are part of an ongoing experiment. Floor results count. I didn't look at it before I picked it up. Sorry, guys. Okay, so question. The prompt is very clear that they are part of an ongoing experiment, so I can't just say I'm going to take them back to the Atlas project. That's not the experiment that they're currently a part of. Jeez. Oh, man. I did not know this playthrough was going to get to be the way it has. I didn't know. So while I would love to just turn around and retcon a little bit and go back to the Atlas project, it does sound like there is a specific thing they're looking for. Now, when it says research station, that is a mechanical result here. And so we're not going to take Flare with us now to somewhere we don't even know where it might be. But research stations can pop up in any of these cells. So we're going to want to keep an eye out for research stations that don't, like, grind against the prompt too hard. And then we can swing back around, pick up Flare, and bring them there. So that's the plan. We'll keep that in mind. So we now have a couple things that we're out there trying to figure out. We're trying to discover the truth about Halo so we can tell Pearl. That'll give us another infinity. And then, did we roll? Yes, we did. Pearl also wants a data shard to decrypt a powerful computer terminal. So if we come across a data shard, find out the truth about Halo, we can recruit Pearl. If we get Flare to a research facility and or do something else nice for them that we can justify to ourselves, then we can be closer to bringing Flare on board. And then, as they say, the sparks will really fly. What? What are you guys even going on about? Titanium skin. Atlas project was abandoned. Yeah, it's unfortunate that we can't just use that. Become a wall? What am I missing here? Why do they femmes want to be a wall? What is happening? Oh, this is getting to be too much fun. Illegally fun. Okay, now we have the Colossus project, yeah. Now we have another scene to write with Lavender. Another androgynous, could express that in any number of ways. Crime boss who shot us 3 times to defeat us in the final round. Meet trans femme, become wall. I don't get it. You'll have to teach me later. This is another one of those things that's going way over my head. Lavender is caring. They wear a prismatic dress, and their keyword is electricity. The scene idea is Lavender floating the idea that maybe Cadence is better off outside of the ideological conflicts between WARG and ISF, and better suited to pursuing her own wants, needs, and desires with Corsair. I'm going to actually have this scene flow just immediately from Flare, and I'm going to have Flare head off, and then have Lavender come sit down. I know, it's wild. It's a wild thing. We're going back to it, though. Going back to the writing. Behave yourselves. Okay, this is interesting. Alright, let me scroll back up and see what you guys have gotten up to. Man. See a Tortuga, you're probably gone, but if you see this later, dad life is important life. Yeah, you're, yeah. Yep. I'm not breaking anything with mental images. That's not how that works. I'm not doing anything. I'm just here, okay? Oh man, you guys don't even know the scene you're. Oh, it gets worse. Okay. Yeah, no, it's about to get worse. Hold on to your seats. It's not long after Flair heads out from the bar that another familiar face drops into their seat. Missed the gender there. It is challenging to write a bunch of non-binary people all at the same time. Evening, they say. Is it? I ask, still nursing the drink Flair had bought me. I'm never good with time out here. I don't wear this in the mornings, they say, and indicate the shimmering fabric of their, frankly, quite flattering dress. Why is everyone so hot in space? I shrug, playfully. You could. I bet it compliments your eyes regardless of the hour. That, they say, is a telltale sign that you've grown too close to Flair already. They're a bit of a flatterer, more than a bit. I blush. Geez, this drink must be strong. Now I'm flirting with the Corsair crime boss who just shot me 3 times. And because I'm a lightweight who rarely drinks, that's the first thing out of my mouth. I suppose I don't usually flirt with people who shot me in the last hour. Or the last ever, I clarify. No, I don't suppose you do. They smile, trying to put me at ease. Their hand reaches my forearm lightly. You're with WARG, they say, and my reaction gives it away. Stupid. Letting your guard down in a Corsair establishment? I sputter, trying to deflect, but Lavender lifts their hand from my forearm and waves it diffusely. Not a problem here, don't worry. I just wonder sometimes, they say, and leave it hanging. I'd recognize the masterful manipulation if I hadn't been sucking at the bottom of the ice cubes by now. She signals the keeper, and another drink appears, as well as one for her. Wonder what? I ask, and swirl the cubes in the second glass, trying to figure out what they're up to. Oh, just these ideologies. Do they really get any of us ahead? Or do they just keep us living our best lives? Look, they say, and a delicate arm sweeps out to the crowd of ruffians, business people, a handful of pleasure workers. Humanity's rocked up against a wall of obstacles these last centuries, but people are still finding ways to enjoy it, they wink. Something to think about. Flair can put you in touch with me if you ever change your mind about where your loyalties lie. I'll add, not to rosy your cheeks even more, girl, but Flair doesn't give their calling card to just anyone. And then, in a confusing power move, or a genuine move of care, or both, they place a parting kiss on my cheek and leave me confused in another dozen ways. I have to get off this fucking ship before I find myself in a new line of work entirely. That drink was the horny juice. Apparently. At some point, I won't be able to even give the illusion that this isn't just my fault. But, in reality, you guys are just enabling me. And so it's on you. It's all on you. There we go. We caught up on everything we didn't do last session, and it only took an hour. Anarchistically, yep. Oh, man. Let's see. We have gone now. Sorry, my lungs don't want to play today. We've gone now to Gemini Field. Ugh. And we refueled, we shopped, we bought a bunch of mods for our weapons, and that is all good and well. Now, the question is, do we want to do anything at the settlement? We still have the lingering benefits from our test flight that we did way back. So we still go first on the next 2 space flights. But is there anything else we want to do while we're here? Yeah, get food. You guys eat, take care of yourselves. I made myself food, and then the counter to go live reached 2 minutes, and then I went, huh. I should eat some of that food that I made. And so I rapidly, like, shoveled a couple spoonfuls down. And the rest is just sitting over there, so that's a treat for later. We've got our cybertech. Oh, I should mention as well, the memory slots that I said the other day, that 4, 5, and 6 are locked. I did some research, and yeah, anytime you get cybertech of any kind, it unlocks an additional memory slot. So I put that hack Trojan back in place. There may have been a point in us playing where I was supposed to make a choice and lose one of these things permanently, but whatever, we missed it, so it's fine. It's back now. It's back now. But let's see, what else can we do here? We are not... Oh, we are... Okay, we are finally at the WARG settlement. So there is a piece of... I could detail out an NPC for, like, our WARG contact. I'm not particularly feeling called to do that right now, just because NPC work is like a muscle and it needs to rest. But we'll have many times, I'm sure, to interact with our new CO or whatever. But we could take some missions. We've already bought everything we wanted. We don't need to do a test flight. We don't need to go to the scrapyard. We don't need to go to the cybersphere, though we could. I don't have like a really strong reason to go in there, though. I mean, except for connecting with Flare. But we'll do that when we actually find him his research facility. Find them their research facility. I do think of Flare as more mask and Lavender as more femme, but just in case that matters to fan artists, crying out loud. We don't need to do a combat sim, and we don't necessarily need to go talk to NPCs. So the question is, do we want to take a mission? And I think the answer is yes. Where are those? Those are in the factions section. Okay, so let me read this to you guys just a little bit. Okay, to complete a revolt mission, you must carry out the objective at the designated location. When you arrive at the location, hex roll for a complication. If the mission is successful, you will receive a reward. For some reason, I thought you rolled everything up front, but I guess you don't. So you roll objective and location, and then you roll for complication. So that is basically what we have in front of us now. So I say let's roll it up, and then maybe if the type of mission justifies it, maybe then there's a scene there. So we'll find out. So it's going to be 2d10. Okay. Let's see what trouble we can get into. Poor Cadence is so confused right now. A 4 and a 7. So we have a mission now. Strike back at a Medusa sector base where they store stolen WARG data. Fight 2 net hackers there. Get a minus favor with Medusa. And the location is a Sylvanian planet, which we have, don't we? Isn't that the planet we didn't go to? That's kind of perfect. Hold on. Lagoon. Right down here. This is a Sylvanian. So we could go there, do this mission, and it also does not count as the exploration roll. So we can come back to Lagoon again later on if we need to. And that seems like the thing to do. We also get to cross some new hexes on the way. We might find a research station right here, which would be cool. And I think that is going to be what we do. So I'm just going to note the mechanics of this. With WARG CO, shared all relevant intel. And I had that list of things we wanted to tell WARG about the ship that got destroyed by the mutated Chimera and the free ship, the unclaimed ship sitting on Omicron Omen. Actually, if we're going to go to Lagoon, we should take a pilot out there with us. No, the Chimera was or is on this ship, Europa, here. And also, I have to apologize to the WARG revolutionaries. I have been slandering them in these episodes. I reread the prompt the other day. They unknowingly brought the alien egg onto their ship. I don't know how that happened, but according to the prompt, they didn't know, and so I've been blaming them for getting themselves killed, and it wasn't their fault. So there's my apology video. But I do think that it makes sense that we take a WARG pilot out with us to drop them off here. They can pick up this ship and they can take it back for WARG. And that seems like a character that I'm going to need to detail out. I don't think there's any way around that. Not that I'm looking for a way around that. So, we tell them about those things. And that's all good. That's all good and well. So we pick up a mission. WARG Public Relations sent you a strongly worded email, I see. No, those comments are my own. And I have not been coerced into saying any of them. So wait, what is our mission? We're messing with Medusa, right? Strike back at a Medusa sector base. And they have stolen WARG data. So they started it. Let's get us a little Medusa token here. And we'll put that on Lagoon. Oh, wrong button. Here we go. Now, for fun, I might say that this pilot that we're taking with us is basically an additional crew member for free. Usually you have to hire them if you want to put crew on your ship without actually earning their favor. But I think it makes sense for them to let us have this pilot work for us while they're on the ship. It's only going to affect 2 hexes, so it might not even be relevant. But oh, or I could do... No, we'll stick to the pilot. We'll stick to the pilot NPC. So let's make us a pilot. Let's create a pilot. And let's look at this fantastic art on the screen once more because we love it. All right, let's generate a person. Getting lost in my own PDF. Knowing this, where the dice will tell us. The dice will tell us. I don't know why this one table I can't find right now. Well, whatever. I'll just roll with it. Well, they are another non-binary or androgynous person. Because that's what we do here. And so let's get a neutral name. And that name is Billy with an IE. This playthrough is brutal. I have my head in too many places right now. We're picking up a mission to Lagoon, a Sylvanian planet that we'd encountered before. All right, I'm going to do a little bit of typey. I need to just... Okay, let's just do this right. I keep not doing it smartly, and I can do better. Of course, I needed to have a background. that did not work. Why did that not work? Oh. That would be why. I'll make this look better someday. But now I can just, like, turn that on and off. Okay. I'm not gonna fight you guys on your NPC intuitions. They've not steered me wrong yet. Up my shoulder somehow, and it's like radiating down through my elbow, so when I bend my elbow too far, it's like shooting pain, and I don't love it. I don't love it. Okay. There, I finished writing that, at least. Just the description of what we're doing. No, I didn't. No, it hurts. It physically hurts. And I was like trying to do my hair, and like this motion, like it was rough. But it'll straighten out. It'll be fine. I probably just have not been drinking enough water lately. How to lubricate the old biology with the water. Did we name that ship, by the way? Did we ever name that thing? Oh, you know what else is funny? We named this ship the Siren, but it already had a name. It's called the Bulldozer. So let's fix that, and then we'll just give the other ship the name of Siren, because... No, that'll confuse people. I'll make a new name. That was my bad. But then that continues the question, did we ever name the other one? No, we did not. Let's name it now while we're thinking about it. The Bulldozing Siren. Yeah, could be. Behemoth. That's the name of the ship. Maybe I'll drink some water right now, guys. There. Done. Okay, back to Billy. We need to figure out what Billy's deal is. We already know they're a pilot, so I'm not going to roll that. Actually, let's roll it for their past... something, whatever they used to be. A doctor. In a lab coat, perhaps? Oh, no. Their emotional tag is selfish. Wow, we actually got somebody selfish for a change. Should we go transmask with Billy? I can do that. We'll do it. Let's see what their look is. If we get lab coat again this time, I'm not going to refuse it because that's just fate at that point. No, not that one, though. Okay, Billy is an interesting figure. So I rolled that they were a former doctor, they're selfish, and they wear serum jewelry. So serum is the currency in Astroprisma. It's literally a liquid wealth, and so it's carried in like these little vials, and this Billy is like literally wearing like maybe a pendant that is full of money. Like it's not rare precious metals, it's like, no, I'm literally wearing money. So that's an interesting figure. I don't really know what to do with them. Let's give them an NPC goal too while we're at it. NPC goal is a silenced revolver. They need the weapon to carry out a bounty contract. Well, probably not. More like a WARG job. But a silenced revolver. Can we just buy that right now? A serum nose ring. Stopped being a doctor because he didn't earn enough as a doctor. Yeah, I mean, you can't earn money taking care of like sick people when sick people don't have money. Like in this world, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to make a commentary on the healthcare industry. I make commentary about everything else, but like maybe this time I'll steer clear. But yeah, I bet it's not that lucrative. Money. No, we don't have enough. Do not have enough to just buy them the weapon they want. Maybe later. So let's make sure I get them on the NPC sheet as well. Oh, I also got to build Lavender in here. If we get more than 6, I will probably just like drop off any characters that are like not staying relevant. I don't know, maybe not. While I'm at it as well. Sorry, that's half of a thought. I'll get back to it in a minute. We did not roll a want for Lavender, so let's do that too. Oh, that's actually something we could help with. Wait, no, it's not. Never mind. So Lavender needs transport, and I will say that their organization needs somebody to be transported to a Helios farm, which we don't have on the map. So we might reinterpret that. If we finish out the inner ring and we don't have a Helios farm on there yet, I'll reinterpret that to just saying they need an energy source. Okay. I think we know everything we need to know. And we can head on out into a new hex. For the first time in an hour and 20 minutes, we are finally rolling our first encounter. All these spicy NPCs are distracting us from exploring space. Here we go. Well, I think that is going to be interesting for us. We have pulled up, I believe, a settlement, if I remember the tables correctly. Middle ring. No, it's a faction encounter. Ooh. Ooh. Things could get interesting. We're not getting along with everyone right now. Okay, so it is a faction encounter. Let's get you guys... Hold on. Let's get you guys set up here. So we need to figure out who it is. And thankfully it's WARG. Okay, so we met our own homies out here. And we got a 4, which means this is our prompt right here. Your radar detects an unusual movement pattern coming from a Vector 7 mantis that is approaching your coordinates. The pilot, a young woman dressed in a tribal scarf and combat armor, has a strange proposition for you: exchanging ships. She explains that she's carrying out a mission and needs a new ship to infiltrate enemy airspace without raising suspicion. Her ship is so much worse than ours. Except your starship is now a battle-ready Vector 7 Mantis manufactured by WARG +1 favor. Reject. The pilot's expression turns bitter. She warps her starship to another location. Guys, I don't think we're going to take this deal. I don't think we are. Let's look. Okay, let's look at the Vector Mantis. 3 actions. Oh, here's the mods. The Vector Cockpit, Velocity Rockets, Auto Turrets, Ogre Missiles, Tracking Radar. Actually, it does have 5... It does have 5 mods on it. It has the Ogre Missiles, which are nice. I don't know, though. We got our whole, like, shield build. Where is the mods? Just trying to memorize what these things are. So the Vector Cockpit start with 1 shield. We already have that, so that's straight across. Do you not want a Toyota Corolla with an assault rifle strapped to the rooftop? I mean, there's a part of me that does. Velocity Rockets, 2d6 every turn. Oh, it is a tier 2 engine. But we have a tier 3 engine. That's the problem. We found this in that moon, or wherever we were. 2d6 every turn. You have 2 extra when your starship is at 20 hull. Great if you have an engineer on board. Pearl, get your shit together so we can take this ship in good conscience. Vector Cockpit. It had Tracking Radar. On a 2 to 4, your next attack this turn deals double damage. Can be only used once per turn. Okay, that's kind of good. And the Ogre Missiles. And the Auto Turrets. So if we come up with a 2, 3, or a 4, so 50% odds, we could do double damage. If we also hit a 5 to 6, we could deal 12 damage with a single missile. I'm very torn about this. I'm very torn. We can't switch ships before we get 1 fight with ours. That's how I feel, right? Like, we haven't done anything with our ship yet. Oh, man. Vector Cockpit's the same. Engines are objectively worse. Tracking Radar's fine. It's got more weapons. Actually, this image doesn't even have the Ogre Missiles on it for some reason. I can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it, WARG. Sorry. Can't swap ships. But I wonder what Billy thinks about that. So that'll be interesting. We're finally in cycle 23. We're in the middle ring, and this would be hex 9. I know it is cool ship. It is. I know. I just can't do it. Can't do it. Let's get this little green cell here. Wait. Oh, it's on the other page. And we'll grab this ship that we're not taking. We'll put it here. I mean, there they are side by side. I think I still like our ship better, even the way it looks. Just saying. It's got that chunky, like, transport hauler thing going for it. Did it give this ship a name, or do I need to do that? I don't think it named it. No, it is not named. I think ship names are 2d6, maybe? Trident. Fitting. It's got 3 points on it. All right. I'll be right back. yeah, the ship design is just really cool. And the fact that they like designed it and made it so you can literally build the ship, I just think is really neat. In the veins, that's where they go, yeah. Yes, you can't buy it yet. Every time I check, they're like, yeah, it'll be a couple weeks. They just have to finish fulfillment, and then the store should be opening. So hopefully, I think this campaign will still be running when that hits, and so we can do a big old celebration about it or something. Yeah, I need I really want the physical too. I don't know if I'll be able to get it. That would be good. Yeah, because you can play this entirely analog. You can print out the star map, and you're literally just drawing. It's really cool. Really cool. Yeah, we don't need to work Saturdays. We don't need that in our lives. Welcome back. The retro sci-fi is so good. I love it. But sadly, when I look up art and I like put in the tags for like retrofuturism and everything, it's not quite right. I don't know what it is about it, but basically the vibe I want is just Astroprisma. Just pure and unfiltered. Cool. All right, let's read about how this cluster of a scene goes. Finally, we have people not getting along. This is fun. We're not far out of Gemini Field when we get hailed by a sister ship, the Trident. Her pilot, Valerie, approaches me with a proposition. She needs to swap ships with me so that she can perform an infiltration mission without raising suspicion. I'm apprehensive about the swap. Lavender's words from the bulldozer are still ringing in my ears, all that nonsense about enjoying life for yourself, not getting wrapped up in ideological conflicts. I try to push it away. Billy's eyes sparkle, though, and probably out of a sense of self-interest proposes an interesting solution. Since we're on the way to pick up the behemoth on Omicron Omen, we could head that way. Valerie could take the behemoth, and Billy could take on the Trident. In fact, he says, we could go straight there. Cadence has her mission, and you have yours, and we can all get what we need even more quickly if we divide and conquer. I bristle at this. Billy is supposed to be my backup on Lagoon against Medusa. If I wind up fucking dead because homie wants the Trident, I'll be pissed. Dead and pissed. Absolutely not, I say, surprising myself. I'm the ranking officer on this mission, and we will be picking up the behemoth after our objectives are cleared. Is there an understanding between us? I say firmly. Billy holds his hands up. A-okay, boss. Mission first, ship swap later. That work for you, Valerie? She nods, irritated to be set back some weeks from her objective, but recognizing that this at least gets her what she wants. Let's do it. And I am not taking a faction point with WARG for that little dance. We don't always get what we want. So, yeah, get your hands off my ship. What is the name of this ship again? Trident. And it's technically going to be flying along with us, but this is where we met them, so that's why that's here. I'm not going to wrap Valerie up in our mission, though, because like she didn't sign up to like go fight net hackers. Speaking of which, we need to flash back for a second, because this is one of those rare occasions where you actually know what you're going to fight, and there is a mechanic to help you with that. And we should do it, because we don't want to die, because I think we like this game, and we want to keep playing it, I think. Combat sim. Enter a virtual reality combat simulation to train your aim and reflexes. Once per cycle, you may simulate a fight with an enemy of your choice. If you win, you gain XP based on their difficulty and +2 vigor next time you fight that enemy. You don't gain loot, and items you use during the fight are not consumed. You can't die in the simulation. Reset HP and energy to their previous values after the flight. Yeah. So, we're going to say we did that because we would have, obviously. And so we're going to actually go flashback a little bit, and we're going to go into a simulated fight against some Medusa net hackers, and then we're also going to know what we're in for. What to do and what not to do. So let's get that going. Oh, that's right. I was like, why do I have 1 vigor? Titanium bones. Gotta get those titanium bones. Let's see. Let me confirm. Hacker is where? Okay, they're not that tough. That's good. I was worried. Because there's an enemy. There's a cyber terrorist, and then there's a Medusa master hacker, which is the boss, and it has 95 HP. It's not that one. We're not fighting that one. So this does have the entertainment value downside of us seeing this fight. Now we're going to see it multiple times, except for next time there will be 2 of them. But we'll survive, right? And we tied on initiative. That's weird. But I think ties always go to the enemy in this game. I don't think I'm gonna like fixate on this too much. We're just gonna go straight into it. Well, I need to give you guys the stat block on the screen though. That's just good stewardship of your time. And I already forgot how I did this last time. I think I just threw it in Paint and saved it as a JPEG. Put it as a source. Did I have a separate folder for this? Apparently not. That's okay. There they are. Easy. Yeah, thanks, Hippo. I will try to not cheat this time. I'm trying to not cheat. I should probably have that here. That'll keep me from being silly. Okay. That hacker goes first. And let's see what they can do. They can shoot me. That's rude. They can breach me. They can do ignite. They're actually kind of built the same way I am. Interesting. And it's a 9, so they're going to do hack ignite, which means they got to roll. Mind versus mind. And they're going to get me. Right? Yeah, this is back down to 3. Yep, they got me. Which means I'm going to take D12 plus mind damage and overheat for 2 turns. That's really bad news, guys. Yeah, this is this current song is from Stellar Vendettas, which is, I don't even know the creator. So luckily they only got 4. -1 because I have armor now. Six damage plus overheat is rough. Oh no. Okay, this is bad news. And this is going to be really tense when we actually fight these guys. Let me go back to find... Although I guess I'll have the bonus. If I win this, I'll have the bonus vigor, which would be nice. Maybe I'll buy an extra grenade. That's actually a really good idea. Take D6 damage at the start of your turn, ignoring armor or shields. That's what overheat does. Oh, it's a 1. Thank goodness. We're down to 13, just like that. Okay. It is going to be 2 of them, yeah. But if I win this and I get +2 vigor, and then I buy I might have to sell some stuff real quick, but I buy some grenades. Then I can go... What's their vigor? Their vigor is 0, so I'll be 2 up on their vigor, and grenades will hit both of them. So I could just do first turn, double grenade, and then Billy can do whatever Billy does. I don't know. I haven't looked up their stats yet. That might be the strat. Okay, now it's our turn. Now, how does our character work again? I don't remember. We have OO, of course. We have our new gun to try and breach them. We have our hack to try and breach them. Even smarter, Hippo. Yes, you can. You can buy something to get rid of overheat. And I could potentially even have Billy be holding those to use on me if I need. That's a very good idea. We need a lot more money. We could go for the parasite. The parasite, we love the parasite. It gives us health back. We have to succeed at the mind roll, and we're on even footing with mind. So odds are actually against us to succeed in that. If we go for the SMG, they don't have armor, and if we roll low, we breach them. If we roll high, then we rolled high, so that's nice. But we also don't have OO out right now. We're going to want... Oh, you know what? For the first time in forever. OO has that passive 2 damage every round thing. That's never worked because we've always fought people with armor. These guys don't have armor. We love the parasite. It's not a thing you often hear in space, but when you hear it, you know it means the real shit's happening. Okay, let's get OO out. So main action, deploy, OO. And then I gotta look up what he does again, get it all right. Come on out, buddy. OO the Shredder. Where is he? There he is. The Berserk Mark II mech unit. Auto turret deals tech damage every turn. Tech is 2, so immediately passive auto turret. And now I can also use my side action to command OO. And in energy conservation, we're going to want to not use the missile strike just yet. We'll do that as a Hail Mary if we need to later. So we're going to do 2d6 plus tech. That is a good roll. That's 2 4s. So we're doing 10 damage. Okay, we're looking better now, right? It's not so bad. We've got this. Let's see what homeboy does now. 4, hack Trojan. Okay, let's see if you can even do it, buddy. Do your best. And I beat it. Whew! So it was Trojan, fail, and I think they have to roll malware too. I think enemies do. Become shocked for 1 turn. That does not help us because shocked removes armor. He doesn't have any armor, so they must not, because a lot of these results on the malware table only make sense for players. Well, I don't know. Should probably figure that out. I'll take a break here in a little bit, and then I will figure that out. When I come back, we'll know the answer. Because this stream's going long today. I'm feeling like it will. Yeah, it's your turn to get food. You all must stay alive to watch the stream. Oh, we only took 2 damage from overheat, and it's gone. That wasn't bad at all. I mean, we're at like half health, and we could get taken out in 1 turn, but probably not, right? Just gotta not get ignited again. Okay, so let's get the passive going for 2 more damage to this guy. Okay. Homeboy's got 6 health left. I've got 2 actions. I think I can do it with minimum damage. Because I do minimum 4 with the minigun, and then what is my weapon? They both add grace, which is 1. So I basically just need to not roll absolute minimum across 3 separate die. That should be easy, right? Yeah, the miniguns are minimum 4, so let's do the side action first. He might just take it out right here. Okay, that was almost the minimum roll. Yikes. So he's got 1 hit point left, and then I shoot him with my SMG. And he's down. And we get a bonus 2 vigor to our fight against these guys, which is going to be huge. Huge, 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 huge. And I need to put it somewhere on the map so I don't forget. All right. Good work, everybody. We did it. Let's see. I'm going to need those guys later, so we'll get rid of that. And that went well. That went well. We also get experience, so we get 3 experience for that. And we don't get loot. Okay. I'm going to take a break. I need to use the restroom, and then I'll look up the rules for... What am I looking up? Oh, malware, if enemies have to roll malware table. And then when we come back, we will undo the flashback, and we'll be back over here when we pick back up. So, have a good time, and I will be back in a little bit. Okay, we're back. Hope you all also took a break and took care of yourself and your needs. Got your food. All that good stuff. I did look up the malware rules, and enemies do fall victim to malware. It's just if they get a result that doesn't affect them, it doesn't affect them. So, we played that right. And I think we're ready to get back to it. I would like to at least, let's switch back over to the 3 up here. I would like to at least get this hex resolved. We don't know how long it's going to be. And potentially, if we can clear this mission, that might be a good space to wrap up for today. But we will see how far we get. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I see E12 is popping off. I got to get to it as well. But first things first. Got to see what's going on with Cadence. Get the music going back on, and here we go. It's another encounter roll. This will go quick because that's a settlement. And we already know what kind of settlement it is because there's only one left. Now, after having all of these on the map, now you see we have 5 settlements. We can continue to roll settlements. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. As I was saying, so we have all 5 settlement types. If we continue to find more, we will roll for them now, and we will not exclude any results. So you could get 5 more settlements for Synth Arc or whatever. There's nothing keeping that from happening, but this is the last one, which means it has to be Medusa by the rules. Because again, there are special items you can only get at special places, right? So you gotta have them available to players. Let's name this bad boy. It's 2d20 if I recall correctly. But we're not gonna be doing anything here. Oh, you know what though? We forgot to buy our grenades and all of our strat stuff, so we gotta do that. Why did my brain just shut off? There we go. This place is called Leo Titan, which is pretty badass. So, we will stop in here. Yeah. Yes, they will. And we will not be flying back this way. We'll just put it that way. Yeah, Medusa and ISF are not going to be our friends going forward. So, shopping. We need to do some more shopping here because we wanted to get... We have 1 frag grenade. Honestly, 1 might be enough. What does Billy even... Billy, what do you even do? Let's see what your stuff is. Because he's going to have some equipment too. If Billy has the pilot stat block... He's got a carbon dagger, 3 flash rounds, and a stardust soda. Nice. Can come in handy. Let's check out what those flash rounds do. Makes them stunned for tech turns. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to want to put Billy's stat block on the screen as well, just to keep from flipping back and forth all the place. Right on, Alejandra. Take care of yourself. Have a good rest of your day. And it'll be here for you. Always good to see you. Yeah, Billy's got 2 vigor too. So, it'll be grenade time. Maybe we don't need another grenade then. But we should get one of those things that gets rid of overheat, just in case it's like super critical at a particular moment. Burn patch, I think they're called. It is indeed called Burn Patch, and it costs 20. So we've got 17. What do we want to sell to make it up? I can't sell scraps, unfortunately. Let's just get rid of the CRG liquor. I only finally found like one good way to use it. So that sells for 25. We're going to buy a burn patch for 20. That gives us net 5. And can we buy another grenade while we're at it? Just in case. Yes, we can. So let's do it. Let's go in. Let's go in hard. We going hard for the combat, and we going hard for the romance. That's how we do. Okay. Let me prep this 1 second. Where'd you go? Oh, it's on the other page. Almost ready. Add that source here, and then we'll hide it for now. Cool. I think we are ready to touch down and start shooting some dudes. So we did that. We equipped ourselves with weapons to fight Medusa in the Medusa settlement. Oh, yeah, if you want to use the real math. Fine. Fine, I have 2 serum left. What else was I going to say? We bought that stuff, we're good to go, and now we're here. And I'm going to do probably the combat itself, and then I'll write up the scene of the combat after the fact, and then we'll also roll in Billy and Valerie getting the twin rotor hauler off of Omicron Omen, and then we will probably call it a day. Unless I'm feeling spicy, and then we'll go find one more hex. You do enjoy real math. Nice. Right on, Thaddeus. Catch you later. I don't think we're going too much longer, but we're going to do this fight at least. See how we fare. All right. Let's clear the combat tracker and get back to it. We have Net Hacker A and Net Hacker B. I have 3 vigor this fight, which almost makes me wish that I had a gun that used vigor. Yeah, you know what's funny? The Net Hacker stat block is identical to Cadence's stat block, except for I have the metal bones, and I have the bonus I just got for fighting them in the simulator. That's the only difference. We also got to resolve some fuel here. We used 3 fuel. Looking good, though. Still no starship combat. Okay. Back to combat. And it's really just about throwing the stat blocks up here. So this is Billy on the left, Net Hacker on the right. I know it's messy. Is what it is. Billy's got 20 health. Billy's got no armor. 2 vigor, 3 grace, 1 mind, 0 tech, no energy. Yeah, she probably was. She probably was. I mean, didn't we pick the... Was it the Astromancer origin? Yeah. Her origin: you spent your whole life logged into the cybersphere. Your knowledge of code and neo-physics allows you to break the barriers of reality and merge the virtual and material worlds together, bringing your powerful hacks to life. Yeah. That's how she's got her start. Okay, we got to roll some initiatives, which I will just go in descending order on my sheet. Oh, that's not good for me. One of them got an 11. One of them got a 7. I got an 11, which does not beat, unfortunately. And Billy got an 11. Yeah, net hacker in every life. As they say, ABH. Always be hacking. So, the way this actually is going to turn out is Net Hacker A is going to go first. I do need to do a roll-off for Cadence and Billy. You would think, like, okay, I'll just decide, but the way that targeting works in this game is by initiative order. So enemies always target the next thing in initiative order, 100% of the time. That's just the way it works. It makes for some weird situations sometimes, but you gotta kind of figure it out. So Billy goes first, which means Billy's going to get targeted by Net Hacker A. Cadence is not going to get targeted by anybody until or unless Billy goes down. So that's okay. I mean, Billy's all right, but good track for a battle. All right, so Net Hacker A is going to start things off with the Gauss SMG. They even have the same weapon as me. So, D6 plus Grace, which is 1. And that is 6 damage to start off. Shoots Billy right out of the gate. I think Billy's going to toss a flash round. And now I'm suddenly not remembering if crew members get main and side actions. Let me read that real quick. Pretty sure they get side actions like normal. Yes, okay, they do. So Billy's going to have a main and a side, and you can throw a grenade with a side action. So I might have them do that first. They've got to beat the vigor check against the highest of the two enemies, which they're the same. And barely makes it. It's a 3 over a 2. Okay, I'll move it. Thank you. I didn't know if you guys could even read the little text that I'm doing. We'll put Billy down there. Is this even legible? Can you even get anything out of this? Okay, we'll see how that does. So flash round success makes them stunned for tech turns, and Billy's tech is 0. Why would they give... Hold on 1 second. Why would they give the pilot an item that... Excuse me? Okay, so we're going to say that Cadence and Billy traded grenades before this fight. And Billy is throwing the frag grenades because otherwise that doesn't even work. Which means we're rolling damage, which is great. That's funny. So now they're going to take D8 times vigor, and if this roll goes well, Billy has 2 vigor, so they could take up to 16 damage right now apiece. It's a 3. 3 times 2 equals 6. But it's to both of them, so we're talking 12 damage swing in this fight. And that is very good. And that was their side action. For their main, I think they're going to throw another frag grenade, personally. Because, again, you do not play with fate in Astroprisma. They will turn around and they will surprise you, and it will not go well. And that is also a success. Which means this fight could be over right now, depending on this last die roll. And it is, because that's an 8. Well, so glad that we did all that prep. And the story of writing this up is going to be hilarious. It's going to be like Billy wants his new spaceship, and he just rolls up and just chink, chink, double grenade, fight's over. Okay, guys, that's the end of the stream. Good job. Thanks for being here. That is legitimately hilarious, and I love it. You can't make it up. That's too good. Yeah, Billy really did want to complete the mission. That's great. I am going to write that up later. I just don't have it. I don't have it right now. But I guess I should have kept the screen up a little bit longer. We could collect our loot. Let's go back. We'll go do all that. Our health is at 20 still, so that's good. We just got another 6 experience, so we're up to 14. We're going to roll on the loot tables here in a second. Our frag grenades are gone, and we said that we took his flash rounds. So we have those now. Yeah, that went well. I think that went well. See, it's a good thing we did the simulation so we could get OO. We almost had an episode with no OO. Could you imagine? Yes, we did get XP from the sim. We were at, whatever we were at before. We were at 5 to start, and then we got 3 there. All right, let's get some loot. Loot. Loot rewards. These are medium enemies, so we roll 2d6 for each of them and refer to the loot table. That is an 8, which gives us a random melee weapon. Fun. Something to sell, probably. I'll put that in the cargo hold. We'll resolve that in a minute. And 11. Nice. Random hack. That is not great for us because we're going to have to replace one. You can't hold hacks in inventory. I could take Owo out of my memory slot and put him in the cargo hold so that I could hold all these hacks until I figure out maybe getting another Cybertech implant. But I think I'll probably just end up replacing Trojan because we have Parasite. So let's roll those up then. Quick tables. Random. Where is it? Random melee weapon, D6. And we got ourselves a rocket hammer, which I'm going to have to show you after we get this free hack, which is on a D10 table. And that is Kraken. So let's go look at all of our fun new toys. All right, here comes the rocket hammer. It is exactly what it sounds like. It is a hammer that you can propel with a rocket on its back. Oh, you'll love to see it. Now we got to figure out which of our like NB crew members we bring on board that wants to use this thing. That's what we need. And then for the hack, oh, it's not a master hack, so it's going to be on this page. Kraken, stun all enemies for 1 turn. Yeah, it could come in handy. Could come in handy. I wish it had been Blackout. Blackout would be really good for us. But we'll take it. We'll take it. It's better than Parasite as far as our build is going. Let's just replace that right now. takes 2 energy. See, Hippo, I didn't even have to track energy that fight. Reinhardt? What's that mean? I only know one character, Reinhardt, and I'm sure it's not what you're thinking of. Wait, was it tech or was it... Oh, it's just stunned for 1 turn. Oh, that's... Ew. That's not that good, actually. Yeah, as a main action, to have a 1 in 6 chance for each enemy, I guess if you're, like, really outnumbered. Maybe. Maybe. Still better than doubling up on the breaches. Ah, okay. Okay. Well, let's tank our reputation with Medusa. Let's do the old formatting of this guy. This is not a place we are welcome anymore. So we got 3 safe places to go still. Not bad, not bad. What else? Did we not get any money out of that? Just the loot, huh? And let me go back to the faction mission because I also completely forgot about this. And this is why I was not feeling great about it. Oh no! Oh no, we might have to retcon some stuff. I totally screwed this up. Okay, what I didn't do is that, remember, once we got there, we were supposed to roll for a complication. And so, apparently we might get attacked by a ship before we even land. So, a little bit of bookkeeping here. 2 hostile void crawlers jump at you from the shadows and begin to bite into your armor. You must eliminate them before they eat you. I'm going to say, well, the void crawlers are in space, I think, only. Let me read these guys really quick. Small centipede-like insects that feed on starship fuel. They can materialize inside of ships from pure void. So it doesn't really matter if this happens before or after the fight, but we do need to resolve it. And then we also get extra loot from completing the mission itself. So I'll roll that now. Berserk turrets. Oh man, we just got a ship upgrade for free. Let's look at those. Sorry, I know this is like the maximum streaming chaos it could possibly be. I'm all over the place. Alright. Berserk turrets. Okay, this is cool. So this is an X ability, meaning you can put any die into this. So once this gets put on our ship, because it is getting put on our ship, we now no longer have any dead die on our ship, because we can always put a 1 or a 2 or a 5 or 6 into this, and it does that much damage to all enemy ships. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, let's try and quickly resolve this void crawler thing. I'm kind of torn. So we need to not use any of the loot we just got, but we also need to acknowledge that we don't have the frag grenades in this scenario because they're about to be used in the future. So let's reset this then. Get this out of your face. Glad I remembered it now and not after the stream. I would have been so pissed. I would have been so upset. Okay, void crawlers. Where are you, void crawlers? Very last page I check, of course. All right. Got 20 health, huh? No armor, that's good. And I will say that we used a health pack to heal Billy after that fight as well. Or wait, am I saying this is happening before or after? I'm just going to say it's happening after. Like when we get back to the ship. And then we're heading towards Omicron Omen to get pick up the other ship. That's when this happens. I just won't use any of the loot that we got to make it fair. Because I screwed up. So health pack is what? D10 plus vigor? Okay, so Billy's back to max health. Yeah, I think if I do a mission again, I'm going to roll all 4 things up front. That's how I used to do it. But then I saw the rules and I was like, oh, I should do this like correct. And then it just screwed me up. Okay, stats. 1200. Oh, they're gonna get hacked for sure. Actually, you know what I need to check? I think aliens are immune to hacks. I'm like 90% sure about that. I don't remember where it says it, but there's definitely something in the game that's immune to hacks. Oh yeah, it says right. Yep. Yeah, I see it now. I had to bring it all the way up on my iPad to see it, to realize that I have it right there on the screen in front of me. But I got there. I got there in the end. Yep. Okay, so we will not be hacking them. We will be shooting them. Which is a shame because, well, it is. I think Owo's going to see some action after all. Hopefully he doesn't blow up our ship. So now it's just down to initiatives. That's high. That's not high. All right, Cadence is going last. You hate to see it. Oh. And there's our turn order. Okay, let's get into it. First result is a 3. Keyboard, please. Oh my gosh. Hi, Kalana. How are you? How's your headache? We deal -3 damage next turn. That sucks. We are fighting creatures that teleport onto spaceships and eat their fuel. Yeah. We just took a mission and we went and we had to go fight these net hackers, and we brought a pilot with us, and he just double grenaded and won the fight. So it was pretty good. Pretty good, but now we're getting attacked by space fuel eating aliens. So that is a good combo. That's a great combo. Take care of yourself. Okay, Billy. What does Billy even do? He used both of the frag grenades that he had, and I guess it's just down to his weapon then, huh? Which he has that carbon dagger, I think. Yeah, so he's just going to carbon dagger. The first one, because then we might be able to take it down. He does not have a gun. Not according to my thing. I could have given him a gun, but yeah, carbon dagger. So he's going to do D6 plus grace damage. That's a 1. Come on, dude. It's not what we needed. Oh, but it's plus grace, so it's plus 3. That's not bad. Oh, but man, minus 3 because this thing just spit fuel all over us, apparently. So he pokes it with his dagger, and he does not have anything to do with his side actions. So that's it. That is it. Now we got Void Crawler B. And they also do the fuel thing. I assume they stack. So, how is that worded? Enemies deal minus 3 damage. Just trying to figure out how that applies to OO, but it's probably going to apply like normal. Anyway, let's send out our boy here. So his passive is not going to do anything because of the fuel secretion. But we can minigun a fool. We aren't going to be doing any hacks, actually, so we don't really need to conserve energy. So maybe we do missile and we just kind of swing high. I don't know. What do they do as far as damage? D6 plus grace. They can hide. So that's 40% chance to do damage. 50% chance to negate damage. Well, 60. And we're going to take a minus 6 to whatever we do. So 2d6 plus 2 is average of 9. D8 times 2. Let's just go for the missiles. And we got a 7. There we go. Good job, OO. Eight damage to the Void Crawler A. You'll have to see it. All right, let's see what fate holds for us now. Yeah, careful you don't blow up the ship. We'll have to write that up in the scene. It might just be that Cadence has never seen these things before, so she's just like, fucking kill it. And we're back doing more fuel secretion. Billy's gonna shoot a fool. And he'll have the rolling, so he still has minus 6, because he has the one from the last turn still applying to him. And he rolled another 1. My guy? I need you to stab harder. Please stab harder. Oh, we had all of our thirst trap scenes at the beginning too, Kelowna. There's a lot of love going around in space right now. Okay, it's gonna be like this, huh? It's gonna be like this. Good God. On my main, though, I probably do want to use these flash rounds now, but now I don't have the vigor for them. Missiles use 6. Thanks, Hippo. Thank you. So breaching doesn't help me, so I want to be going either with the gravity rifle or chucking a flash grenade. Is it too cheap if I say we swapped 2 frag grenades for 2 flash rounds in that last fight and Billy still has one? Is that too cheap? That seems fair, right? I'm going to do it. It seems like what would have happened. I know. Awfully convenient. Yeah, I know. We'll go back here and we'll have him toss a flash grenade. Oh, no, that's right. That's right. He can't because he doesn't have any tech stat. Yeah, flash rounds are the flash grenades, yeah. So that's why I took them from him. I was like, you can't even use these, bro. So I will do it. Technically, this is a side action, but I'm gonna use my main to do it because if I can stun them to keep them from this nonsense, that would be great. And we made it. It's a success. Hooray! So they're stunned for tech turns. Which might not do anything still. Now we've got Owo with a -6. So, okay, now I do need to start thinking about this. If I go down another 6, I'm down to 8, and that means 2 more rounds of minigun. And I can't do 3 rounds of minigun anyway, so this just makes sense. Especially when the fuel secretion is out. A 6. Nice. Good job, Owo. You're the best. You're a real one, Owo. All right, round 3. This is a 1 to 5, I swear. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, the rotations are happening fast now. We know what we're doing. Thank you, Billy. Thank you for stabbing harder. The sad reality of it is, you did 6 plus 3 minus 3 minus 3. Right? Am I losing my mind? No, that's right. So he actually did 3 damage. Oh, yes. Thank you, Hippo. Thank you. All right, let's hope this is a 1. It's not, so that stun didn't happen. You can tell that my brain is fried, but Hippo's on it. All right, here we go. Stun roll for Voidcrawler B. Not stunned. But they could have been. They could have been. And that's what matters. Play to your outs. Hey, they're doing something different for a change. Retractable mandibles. And let's do some damage to me, right? Yeah, to me. So it's 2 plus 2 minus 1 for my armor is 3. I can take 3 damage, that's alright. Now, on our round, we're only going to suffer a damage penalty of 3. So it's probably time to shoot a fool with our gravity rifle. Do I risk overkilling A? Well, I guess I'm not risking overkilling, am I? Because I'm doing D12 plus Grace, so it's an auto kill, and then Owo can focus on the other one. Owo's down to miniguns now, and miniguns are 2d6 plus 2, so minimum is 4, minus 3 is 1, so all he has to do is not roll double ones. So let's do that first. Because then I possibly have a higher ceiling to hit the other one. Double miniguns. Here we go, Owo. No snake eyes. Okay, we killed it. Good job. 3 plus 5 plus 2 minus 3 is 7, I think. Goodbye, Voidcrawler A. Now I'm going to shoot the other one with a d12 plus something. Plus grace, right? So 6 plus 1. That's 4, right? Math is hard. Math on stream is extra hard. I should not take that health away from myself either. I should take it away from the enemy. All right. So now we're straight into Billy's turn. And Billy has no damage reduction this time. And rolls a 6. Way to go, my dude. Way to lock in. Nice little 9 damage strike there. Please don't shoot yourself. Don't think we're gonna. Think this is all but wrapped up. And this fool is gonna bite us again, which is good for us. It's gonna bite Cadence. It did 1 plus 2 minus 1 equals 2 damage. Almost not even worth tracking. All right, let's try and smoke this fool. We'll go OO with the double miniguns. This is the last energy thing we can do. And that's 2d6 plus 2. And that does it. OO takes the win. We did it. We win the fight. This will be a fun couple scenes to write up. Like I said, I'll either do these off screen or we'll do them first thing next week. I need to commit to doing them off screen so that you're not watching me sit here and type. Good job, OO, hero of the day. You love to see it. And get rid of that. We'll get some more loot and some more XP. I got a double 3, so that'll make loot easy. So you can see now that I'm getting more familiar with the game again. Like, I'm starting to just, like, when I defeat things, I already know their difficulty. I'm just throwing the XP and the loot out, and I already know how it all works. So this game gets going really fast when you, like, internalize it. 2 energy cells. Sweet. Now we have 4 of them. I think we should probably immediately use some. Well, no, we're going to probably be traveling back through safe space, so we can just let it rebuild. So, end of the day, we're going to fly back, go past the Atlas Project, past Trident, back up to Gemini Field. 1, 2, 3 more fuel. Our energy goes up 3, 6, 9. We'll use 1 energy cell because why not? 5 plus tech is 7. So we're back up to 16. That's good enough for me. Just don't have a lot of money. I guess we could sell some stuff to refuel, but we don't need to refuel right this second. And I think that's going to be our bookkeeping for the day. We'll just have to write up that scene. OO is the people's champion. We love OO. And did I already grab that extra reward? I think I did. Did I not? I'm confusing myself. What did we get for that extra reward if I didn't grab it? Let's see if it triggers my memory if I look at the sheet. Oh, we got the berserk turrets for the ship. Yeah. Let's put that on the ship. How could I forget? We've been getting so many free upgrades to this ship, it's ridiculous. Bringing out the slip shot. Nope. There. Let's get these guys. those somewhere cool. We could also, like, enhance the frame of the ship. Like, we could pick up some more... Stop moving around like that. We could pick up some more parts if we needed to, like, build it out. But let's see first if we just already have a good place to mount these. Because I'm thinking, aesthetically, if we had these guys on the wing and maybe moved the... oops, I gotta move this thing. If these guys went up here. Something like that, maybe. It's fighting me. I want you to look a certain way. That. We think far out on the wing. This is important, guys. This is really important. I don't love it, I'll be honest. I do not love it. It's not quite what I want. Oops. Sometimes this stuff gets really fussy. Don't be like this. Mount these up here, actually. Oops. I kind of like that, actually. It's a little, like, over the top in all the right ways. Yeah, okay. Let me back up. That looks like something you shouldn't mess with, right? I do need, though, something to balance out the weight on the front of the ship. I can tell. Maybe these guys. Just a little bit of motion. Intensity, something. Yeah, way cooler than a Vector 7 Mantis, right? Trade ships with me. No, thank you. Upgrades. Oops. Wrong buttons. Oh my lord, what is happening? Before and after. More weapons. Love to see it. For free. The ship is worth a lot of money now. And if we ever have a spaceship combat, it will be very good at what it does. It'll be extremely good at what it does. Thank you. I don't know what I said. It was really great stuff. I was just recapping. We got a lot of stuff done. We found... Actually, we only did 2 new hexes today. That's wild. Lavender's getting in our head about whether we should be pursuing our own wants, needs, and desires, or if we should continue to serve WARG. Everybody's flirting with us. And they're making us flirt with them back against our better instincts. What else? Got upgrades to our ship, completed our first mission. Oh, do we get a faction? I think we get a faction... Or no, we don't. Hold on. Let me find the right page here. Completing a mission gives you +1 favor, 3 XP, and a random reward. I didn't know you got 3 XP from that, too. Good to know. And we got our random reward already, so... You know what else we could do before we wrap up? Is find our other gunner abilities. So we could buy a new ability for 10 XP. Turrets restore 3 energy to all allies every time they destroy a shield this turn. It needs to be a turret, though. Is our stuff turrets? Oh, I actually got to put this weapon module in here, too. I forget what they're called. So we have lasers. Are these Berserk turrets? I think they are Berserk turrets. So that could be a good thing to pick up. Our wants are Pearl, which is aligned with WARG. Maybe. Maybe. Depends on what the dice say, Hippo. We don't know. We don't know. We're being tempted, let's just say, by a different lifestyle. Yeah, and then we have another thing we can get to that does more damage with missiles, but we don't have missiles. Let me go find these turrets again and put them on the sheet. So yeah, I think we buy the turret upgrade. Okay. Let's keep the rocket hammer for fun. You never know who wants a rocket hammer. Was there something else I was going to do that I just said out loud that I already forgot? Oh yeah, this. Never hurts to have more abilities. Excuse me. All right, is that it? Have we finally done it? All the bookkeeping, all the housekeeping? I think we have. I think we have. Yeah, we got to see if we can't help Pearl figure out her vengeance thing, then she's not going to join our crew. So I don't know. Gonna have to figure out how to do that. We got to find a data shard as well, which I think is a specialty item. Oh, it's not. Wait, what? We can just buy that? Okay, we can just buy that. That's easy. So as long as we figure out what's going on with what happened with Halo, and it doesn't matter, we just have to give her the answer, then we will get her on a crew. So It's just about what information we find out there in the wild world. This is cool, though. We got almost half the entire map filled out. We're about, how many do we have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 out of 36 mapped so far. So we're on our way. I forgot to increase my WARG faction, so I got that. So we're at 3 now. When we hit 5, we'll have another event mission with them. So far, so good. That's gonna do it. If you're watching this later, of course, if you're watching this now, like the stream, like the VOD, subscribe if you haven't yet. We're almost up to 60 subscribers, which is pretty neat. Pretty neat indeed for a single month of getting started. So let's see if any of our friends are out there doing things. I know they were, but it's gotten late. We're hitting the 3-hour mark here pretty soon. Okay, cool. Cool. We're going to be able to raid out to Cheeky. Where are we? Yeah, 59 subscribers right now. Good stuff. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Commenting is actually really nice because you guys ask good questions after the fact, so that's cool. I had a post the other day asking how people found the channel, if you ever want to go there. I mean, most of you are just like, I knew you from before. But that's always fun. And yes, we got E12 stuff to do today for New Dawn. This is the event I've referred to multiple times about how a lot of people are going to die, and we probably lost 160-ish civilians. Not because we did anything wrong. In fact, we actually did a really good job at protecting other named NPCs. There were a few lost, but it happens. It happens when you give the wheel to Ikes. So, bear with me here. I'm going to get this ready and not blasting out my ears. So our friend Cheeky, who you might know from in our Discord, she is either hitting or just about to hit a Twitch affiliate, which is great. But also she's playing Persona 4 right now. I love the Persona games, and they have really good music, so they're great to have on in the background. Cheeky's a cool individual, crafter, creative person, and that's where I'm going to go. If you want to come with me, I would appreciate it. As always, we can just say hi and then get on with our days, but it's always nice to drop in. With that said, it's great to see everybody again today. Thanks for hanging out with Astroprisma. We'll be back to it next week. I see no reason to stop doing Astroprisma Saturdays, and I have no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow. Actually, I do. I do have an idea, but we'll see if that changes throughout the day, and I'll put news out as soon as I know it. Thank you all. Love you so much. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll catch you next time on London Station. Bye.